Hey guys, welcome to our first webcast during the evening time, during a weekday. Today is October 30th, 2014, and our subject tonight is going to be Arduino for ham radio. We've got a special guest we're going to introduce you to in a minute here. First though, we've got a special guest with us. I'm going to go ahead and bring into the webcast here. And John Amodeo from NN6JA from Hollywood has joined us. We were out with him a couple weeks ago, or a few weeks ago, and here's John right here. And
is my mic open, Tom?
Yeah, we're hearing you. We're hearing you, John. Can you hear me?
Great. Well, it's good to see you, and hi to Kathy, who's back there making this all work too.
Yeah, and Freddie, turn the volume down on the laptop. We're trying to get the logistics right here. We've got a lot of cabling, a lot of connections here, guys, so we're getting a little feedback. But anyway, this is John. John is, let's see, John, are you still at your office or are you home tonight?
I'm in my office because it's kind of early here in Los Angeles, so I'm still technically working.
So you're still in your office. Okay. Well, it looks a little better than it did yesterday when I talked to you. You must have cleaned up for the show.
Yes, of course. You know, I lost a little weight and learned a new language, and here I am ready to do your webcast.
Okay, real fine. Well, guys, for you guys that they're asking for a little more audio gain, I think if you guys will watch the audio when John's talking there. You know, we were out in Hollywood with John about 4 weeks ago for a special events station, K6H. Mm-hmm. The Papa system had the special event out there on the stage of Last Man Standing, and we were the guests of John and his crew out there, and they really took care of us, and we almost didn't want to leave and come home. That's how much fun we had out there. But John, tell us a little about the results of the special event.
Well, you know, we had the most important thing about K6H was how much fun we had putting it on, and I think how much fun the people that contacted us had. It was a big event for us, bigger than anything else we've done here, ham radio related. We had, as you know, because you were there, 6 stations running simultaneously: HF, VHF, UHF, IRLP, D-Star, Echolink, and everything ran pretty much flawlessly, I think. I don't actually have the numbers for the number of contacts because the Papa system is handling all of that stuff. So we, the show, created and ordered QSL cards for the event, but those are in the hands of the Papa system. And while I'm chatting with you, let's see if I can figure out how to do this.
Well, that's a cool card.
Everything's back. By the way, everything's backwards here.
It's right here. We're seeing it right here.
Okay. The K6H cards have been created, and they're residing in a big box with the Papa System guys, who will go through the logs and then send everybody their card that contacted us. But I think it's pretty tedious. Unfortunately, we had to do handwritten logs, so they're going through all the logs line by line and verifying all the contactors, and I'm sure they'll be on their way to the contactors pretty soon. So, but it was a great time. You know, I had set out to make this mostly a fun event for us on this side of the event, and everybody had a great time. Especially we had a great time having you and Kathy out to California and showing you some Hollywood hospitality, as it were. And I kind of feel like you guys had a pretty good time. And I know that you got to see some Hollywood and spend some time with our crew and our people on our stage, and you know, we all made it a special event for ourselves and hopefully for the people that were able to contact us.
Yeah, I mean, it was a great trip out there, and the weather was great. Didn't even rain while we were out there, I don't think.
Well, it hasn't rained here in years, and you know,
I heard 2 years. I think no water in 2 years out there.
That's true. There's some rumor that it might sprinkle this weekend, and that would be great. But I don't know. I'm not. When they say it's an 80% chance of rain here in Los Angeles, that means it's not going to rain. but that's just the way it is. It's a desert.
Okay, real fine. Well, hey, you're looking good on camera tonight. I just wanted you to know this is kind of an experiment we had. I know we couldn't get you here in person, so we wanted to use our virtual presence device, and it is actually working right now. I think the audio is coming through good, and all we got to do now is figure out how to transport, a body through this system here pretty soon.
I'm sure you guys will figure it out. I mean, I like the fact that as I move my hands here in California, they're moving in sync with the virtual presence device. I'm not sure how you figured that out.
Yeah, there you go. Look, there you go. Give us a salute. See if you can give us a salute there.
There you go.
All right. Yeah, that's a good one. You do that just like a military pro.
I'm pretty sure that'll all be robotic soon, and I'll be wearing a virtual reality suit in California controlling it.
Well, you will, and I tell you, our next guest here in a little while is actually capable of putting servo motors on this virtual presence device and making it do that. And maybe next time you can actually do more of the controlling yourself.
I'm sure I will. I know the Arduino is an amazing device, and I'm anxious to see all of the cool things that it's able to do tonight. So once you and I sign off, I'll be watching the rest of the show to see what other cool things I can do with that device.
Okay, great. John, and I really appreciate you taking time to come on here tonight. I know you guys are on hiatus this week. I think that means you're not working this week. Is that right?
Well, it means we're not shooting. We never really stop working. All it means is we're prepping our next show. So it gives us a little breathing room. But we're still here working, unfortunately. Yeah.
So, hey, just real quick, let's spend another half a minute or two on the show while we got you on here. Last week was the episode aired that Kathy and I were able to take part in as far as viewing and seeing the script and all that stuff. And I noticed, I was waiting. I hit a QSL card in the refrigerator, and I was thinking that Tim was going to open the refrigerator, and there's a QSL card in there, and maybe he would ad-lib a little bit. Like, what is that? Oh, this is a card I talked to this person. But I guess they didn't find my card.
Well, I have a feeling that our very competent crew would have gone over the set with a fine-tooth comb after we finished our radio event to make sure everything was back to the way it needs to be. And maybe that card was discovered. I don't know. I didn't hear anything about it, so I feel like maybe our guys got to it before Tim did.
Yeah, well, I guess that's good. I did get in the refrigerator and looked around in there. I didn't leave the card. I knew I was not supposed to touch anything, but anyway. So hey, your show got approved again for this year, and we hope to see some more ham radio activity on the show. We know that the show is not written for hams. If it was written for hams, you'd probably go out of business.
That's true.
Hopefully, there's going to be enough ham radio in there that we'll we'll see it as a ham radio show at some point. And hey, with Tim with his license now, we broke the news on our last webcast that he got his license. So, maybe Tim will encourage the writers to do a little bit more about putting ham radio in his show.
It could be. He's excited about ham radio, and he finally took the plunge and finally got his license. And the writers are certainly aware of that fact, so maybe they'll do it. Now, we do shoot a lot of scenes in his office, and you do see a lot of the ham gear in the background, but of course it's all background stuff. And I know the ham fans still like seeing the gear and looking at the QSL cards on the wall. And, of course, your QSL card is there now, and a lot of other friends of the show. So I know the hams, if they tune in, they will see lots of cool references to ham radio, whether Tim's holding a mic in his hand or not. But we're hopeful that there'll be more ham radio in the future.
Okay. Well, thank you again for joining us, and hopefully you can join us again on one of our future webcasts. Thanks.
Well, thank you.
Thanks for
coming.
Good
to see you guys again. Have a great webcast tonight.
All right. Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so we're on.
So you're saying I can ask this cat any question?
The cat is connected to the computer. You just type in the question. It will read his mind. There the answer comes.
You're the man! been looking for this for weeks.